We've heard powerful insights, challenging realities, and bold ideas throughout the day, and now we want to turn the energy into tangible direction. Whether you're engaging from a policy, tech, community, or lived experience perspective, your voice matters in shaping where we go from here.
So how can we hold tech companies accountable for complying with safety legislation? So we talked about whistleblower protection, fines and sanctions. We know that tech companies will always focus on profit, but would be good if we were able to create ethical design processes and principles, publish them, advocate for them, try to empower other people that are part of this narrative so that people know their rights, and then the influence comes from a grassroots approach. We talked about the creation of good AI, counter AI that is able to detect lack of enforcement, flag lack of compliance and enforcement.
We talked about how engaging in-person spaces and creating meetings with community organizations and civil society creates an opportunity to have different kinds of interventions and fact checks, like fact checks that are centered around care-based ethics or intersectionality and opportunities for early childhood interventions so that children, before they're online by themselves independently, have access to information and lessons and instruction about how to effectively use the internet to prevent their own harm. We were talking about how policy should be intersectional and how there's a need to implement into the policy craft the different kinds of quantitative and qualitative data, which captures people's lived experiences and captures the consultations that we have with different communities to represent different kinds of interests. We talked about how the effective implementation requires continuous monitoring, requires transparency from government, corporate, and civil society actors, requires constant accountability and evaluation as regular daily practices.
What does the future for online spaces and democracy look like for women and girls with disabilities? If we were able to have inclusive design and inclusivity in general in our companies, then we are bringing the good perspectives from each group, which again would raise the IQ and would result in better policies, better products. We're talking about moderation, prevention as well through the AI, also including that in our applications, for example, safety toolkits, community-based frameworks that allow us to identify what is a threat, how to model it, how to have the AI counter it, and training as well.
We are hopeful and optimistic that through education campaigns and policies which support education campaigns, that we can help educate people so that they can make more constructive and safer decisions about how they spend their time online.